Chinatown bus services down here, so you can go pretty inexpensive Chinatown to Chinatown. Although Greyhound, if you go online, Greyhound, Peter Pan, and Bolt or whatever, Megabus, if they're still operational, then they came up with some pretty good deals to compete with Chinatown. Chinatown used to be the cheapest way to get from Chinatown to Chinatown in a lot of the major cities on the East Coast, even across the country, but most people wouldn't go that far. You know, they just go intercoastally or whatever. And you would just have to feel okay, you know, knowing where you go, like once you land in the other Chinatown in the other city. Are they even open yet? Or I don't know how early I am. So the Garden Hotel, you know, is aptly named. They always have garden for Chinese for some reason. Alright, here we go. It's kind of early, so not everything will be open. The Amish aren't in. So, on a Sunday. Oh, it smells like pancakes already. The center, you know, it smells a little bit like meat and bacon and everything. I can't handle that aroma. It feels heavy to me and dark. So a lot of people still love those, you know, Saturday, Sunday mornings or whatever, but I don't. I have to have a lighter start to the day. For me, it creates depression. It's hard to explain. So I'm kind of curious why it doesn't for other people. This is like a thing that I think about. But if food represented frequency, you want to go with, you know, like almond milk, non-slaughter, stuff like that. So, Old City Coffee. Smells good here. It's more like pretzels here. Old school. This would be like an old photo op for the politicians. So these cookies are awesome. At the last hour, you can get the cookies for like $1 as opposed to say like $4. So good, like chocolate chip walnut and everything. Of course, it's a lot of sugar. That's the downside. But they smell good this early in the morning. Famous cookies there. Down Home Diner, that was featured on Rachel Ray years ago when she had a special Food Network show. So, Philly will always have very deep, you know, blue collar roots. It's like going to Brooklyn and New York, but worse. Keep on straight. Go this way. Reading Terminal. It's good. Big bus, hop on, hop off. I would do these, but it's like $30. So you know, I would take the camera and ride on one of these just because it provides for really good cinematic moments. You're like jostled around and everything, and everybody's heads are going back and forth, and that would be neat. But for $30, like, I don't think so. You know, I think that's really expensive. So I don't know how people afford to take trips and stuff, and then if they have other kids, I'm like, where do they work? Why have I had such a sucky work situation? What's the difference? And what do people put up with? And then for people who are in sucky jobs and take their kids on vacation, do they spend their whole vacation like wishing they could have another job or wishing they could move to wherever the vacation is? You know what I mean? These are things I think about. So it's like, who loves their job or who feels really safe and secure every day? Kalshi. I don't even know what Kalshi is. On the election. Lidl. This is Market Street here at 12th. I could cross in front of the sign. I'll just wait just because I'll go. So all this signage here is new-ish, you know, since the pandemic, really. And it's as close to New York as we can get so far. They want to put an arena in here for the 76ers, and that'll create a more New York effect if it goes through. Scouts always come back. So my goal is to be able to get paid to travel from city to city to city, but still while having a home and do YouTube videos, and also to see what turns up when I walk around because of what happened to me. Like, what do I see or what comes around because of the matrix of brains that I was attached to for a little known or well-known thing called gang stalking. So Federal Donuts in the house over there. They're really good. They are actually really good donuts. It's just they're expensive. So once again, if you're willing to pay the price, you know, like $3 a donut, you know. Also, sugar, you don't want too much sugar in your diet in general. It'll mess up with your gut, which messes up your functioning. Like, if we were machines, you don't want too much sugar clogging up the cranks. You know what I mean? It kind of does that. Swelling of the ligaments and tendons, muscles, bones, all of it, you know. Inflammation all over the place. All kinds of disease loves to fester in the gut when you have too much sugar, yeast. You know, certain things actually produce disease, and sugar is the number one ingredient. It's, if you have to have sugar, it's best to go raw vegan, or like raw sugar from like Whole Foods. If you can go sugar-free, that's great. So, you know, they have alternatives, and some people are okay with those, some people aren't, just because you also want to stay as non-GMO, non-genetically modified organisms as possible. Even though we live in a world where it's almost impossible. You would have to shop at Whole Foods all the time, or a natural food store. And if you want the occasional treat or to